If you are concerned the drama on Little People, Big World, LPBW, is fake, you are not alone. This is something fans of reality TV pretty regularly feel. Here's everything we know about whether the drama on LPBW is fake. Fans are currently enjoying Season 20 of Little People, Big World. And they are dying to know more about the drama between Matt and Amy Roloff. During Season 19, fans of the reality TV series watched Amy Roloff make a huge decision. She decided to leave the Roloff Farms. During Season 20, fans see Amy with her fiancé Chris Marek. They are currently looking for a home of their very own. Unsurprisingly, there is a wealth of drama swirling this season. Amy isn't a fan of Matt's girlfriend Karen Chandler. Moreover, Matt and Amy can't seem to agree about what to do with the Roloff Farms. Fans of LPBW have watched a lot of drama unfold among the Roloff family. They, however, can't help but wonder if some of the drama is fake. Do they purposely stir the pot for views? Is the Roloff family really as dramatic as they make it seem on television? Matt Roloff may have recently spilled the beans on how real the drama of the show actually is. Reality TV has always gotten heavy criticism for being fake. It, however, is that intense drama that people tune in to watch. After all, would you tune in to watch the life of a family with no internal drama? Still, fans of LPBW hope that some of what they see on television is real. And they can't help but question just how much of it is faked. Matt and Amy's youngest son Jacob isn't a fan of the show. He strongly dislikes the way the show displays his family. He believes there's way too much fake drama on LPBW. And he doesn't like it. In fact, Jacob dislikes the show so much that he left it. He noted that he wasn't interested in returning to the show either. He took to his Instagram account to explain why he was so against the show. According to Jacob, the show displayed a version of his family he didn't even recognize. For the sake of the episode and ratings, I've seen a lot of storylines drawn up loosely about our lives, and when I was standing here, behind the scenes and watching it from an outside perspective, I just couldn't stop laughing. Laughing at how hard the producers have to try to get us to follow the talking points, and at how ridiculous the talking points are. While her son is very against the show, Amy is not. She insists she's always been real and honest on television. There will always be some level of dramatization on the show. Amy, however, insists her feelings are real. Speaking to Us Weekly, Amy revealed why she believed the show was so successful. Contradicting her son, she believes the show does so well because of how real and raw she and Matt keep things. For the most part, we keep it real. My kids are real. They're grounded. I don't think, for the most part, we haven't got our heads into a different space just because we have the opportunity to share a story. Amy is also quick to clap back at anyone who criticizes the show for being scripted. She insists she's real and honest. According to In Touch Weekly, Matt Roloff recently contradicted what Amy had to say. During a recently Instagram Live, Matt reveals there is plenty of fake drama on LPBW. When Amy and I argued about whether it's a neck or a flag lot, we were just trying to make television. We know that those are the kinds of arguments back and forth that create interest and people like to hear. Matt added that he truly isn't a dramatic person in real life. In fact, he only entertains being dramatic when he's getting paid to do so. So when we're doing the show, we create drama. And Amy does too. We're both doing the same thing. Fans are currently waiting to see if Amy Roloff will chime in on what Matt has had to say about how real or fake LPBW is. This information, however, is unlikely to stop people from watching the show. Are you surprised to know LPBW stars Amy and Matt fake drama for views? If you're a fan of TLC's Little People, Big World, you probably know about Matt and Amy Roloff's kids. They're twins, Zach and Jeremy, each have 2 children. Jeremy and his wife, Audrey's kids are Ember, 2, and Bode, 3 months. Jeremy and Audrey used to be a part of LPBW. They have since moved on from the show. Right now, they have published a couple of books, have their own podcast and recently started a newsletter. Zach and his wife Tori have a 2-year-old son Jackson and a 4-month-old daughter Lila. Zach and his family are still on the TLC show. Fans are loving seeing Jackson grow up on this season of the show. Plus, this season focuses on Tori's pregnancy with Layla. So there's a lot to look forward to in each episode. All of the Roloff grandkids are really close in age. Zach recently talked about the bond that Jackson and Ember have. Even though Ember is not on Little People, Big World, the cousins still enjoy spending time together. They get to see each other often and spend time at Roloff Farms. There are several pictures and videos of the toddlers hanging out that have been posted on social media. In one post, Tori refers to them as cousin friends. While talking to Good Housekeeping, Zach gives details about Jackson and Ember. He says Jackson and Ember have had tons of time to hang out with each other. With Jeremy and Audrey, when they had their book launch or whenever they would go on the book tour, quite a few times we hosted Ember at our house for a couple nights at a time. Zach sounds excited about the kids reuniting once the pandemic is over. Tori and Zach seem to be taking social distancing seriously. There are questions about whether Audrey and Jeremy are following the guidelines though. Nonetheless, Zach continues, Jackson and Ember are really close. As we come into summer, hopefully all the health issues go away in society as a whole, and we're able to spend time with each other. We live in the same neighborhood as Jeremy and Audrey, so there will be tons of opportunities as the summer rolls on. Right now, Bode and Layla are still young. But pretty soon, they will likely enjoy hanging out just like Jackson and Ember do. So what do you think of the kids' special bond? Do you think Bode and Layla will be close too? I choose to disclose it now as it remains a traumatic memory that needs to be exorcised of any further power over my development. The 23-year-old wrote in a lengthy statement on Instagram. Jacob Roloff is coming forward with his story of sexual abuse. Jacob, 23, said that he was molested by Chris Cardamone, a former producer for TLC's Little People, Big World, who worked on the show featuring the Roloffs from 2007 to 2010. Cardamone did not immediately respond to people's request for comment. In an Instagram post shared Wednesday, Jacob, who left the show in 2019, said that he is talking about the experience now so that he can continue to heal. It is often much easier to think about things than it is to talk about them, and so this disclosure has been delayed. But through that delay, I have found the fortitude and words, Jacob wrote. As a child, after what I realize now was a long grooming process, I was molested by an executive field producer for Little People Big World, Chris Cardamone. I do not expect to provide details of this encounter at any point publicly. I do hope he is never allowed around children again, he continued, adding that he first began thinking about going public when Cardamone texted him in November 2015, years after the alleged abuse. I choose to disclose it now as it remains a traumatic memory that needs to be exorcised of any further power over my development, Jacob said. By revealing this, I may be more fully understood and my perspective on issues such as child sexual abuse, child exploitation, and the collateral costs of reality television may be received more clearly. Although I would have to add that this experience has not solely defined my point of view on any of these issues, nor has it defined my worldview in general. This may also serve as a reminder that the experience of assault, in all of its iterations, can happen to anyone at any time and is a far more prevalent reality than our current social stigma allows us to talk about, Jacob continued, writing that he did not speak out sooner because a child must process, and I needed silence and time. TLC was just informed about an alleged encounter that occurred years ago involving a third party connected to the production of Little People, Big World, TLC tells people in a statement. We are saddened and troubled by this very serious allegation, and TLC will work cooperatively with the authorities. Our main focus remains on supporting the Roloff family during this very difficult time. Jacob, who appeared alongside his parents, Amy and Matt Roloff, and siblings, Jeremy, Zach and Molly in Little People, Big World, which has been on the air since 2006, continued in his post Wednesday to question the inevitable voyeurism of reality television. I continue my own contemplation on the voyeurism involved in the entire enterprise of reality television, a massive spectacle of drama and pain and argument and invasion, with a little joy sprinkled over. The viewers watch completely dissociated from the complex humans inside the simplistic characters they see on TV, he said. Yet there is no inherent causal connection between reality television production and childhood trauma. We are still sprinting ahead with the enterprise deaf, dumb, and blind, asking for forgiveness later, instead of asking harder preliminary questions of ourselves. The prophets were indeed sweet, Jacob said. The actual experience was more complicated. Jacob concluded his lengthy post by emphasizing that all fault lies with the predator, and no fault lies with any of my family members. I am certain that this is a positive moment for me, and another step toward a brighter future, he said. In solidarity with silent survivors, Jacob Roloff. Amy commented on her son's post, writing, "I love you forever and always, Jacob. I'm proud of you," she continued. "Now you don't have to feel alone and carry this around anymore." Jacob and wife Isabel Sophia Rock were married in a rustic farmhouse ceremony in September 2019.